And hello, my friends. It is Wednesday, June the 12th, 2024 at just 4:20 p.m. I just want to talk about violence against Indigenous elders, which unfortunately is out there. Now, I was out cycling today, and I went down to a place where you can get some free food for at first initially for years for women, but starting at 12:30, men are allowed to come in now. Unfortunately, this place, there's no real security. Like another place downtown core, they have security there, so no violence occurs there too much. And if it does there, security's right there to whisk them away and deal with it. At this one particular place, there is no security to handle such things, unfortunately, which is a shame. Good afternoon, Pooh Scissors. How are you doing? Just talking about something that happened today early on in the downtown core. Well, just outside the downtown core, I should say. Now, even though this happened just outside the establishment, that should not have happened. I was there after eating the meal, and I was sitting outside waiting to digest the food I just ate before I hit my bike again. Hello, Dave. Good to see you too as well. Just talking about an incident I saw in the downtown area of an incident of extreme elder abuse against an Indigenous person. Well, half Indigenous anyway, he was saying. So anyways, it was just about 12:30. I was headed out digesting the food, sitting down, when there was also racism between a young gentleman and this older gentleman. They were arguing about something. I'm not sure. They were arguing and yelling at each other. And without provocation, after yelling at each other, he punched him in the front of his head, which shocked us all. I saw that. There were a bunch of us, and that was unacceptable. This young guy, in his 20s probably, who goes to this place regularly, apparently. He threatened him a couple times too as well. And the girl beside the elder luckily completely recorded on video. Good for her. Cheers for her. That's the way to do it. As I said in many videos before, it's always good to have a video recording because one word against the other word unless you have a video recording and so forth. So this girl took a video recording of the assault. And I was a witness. There was another witness. Two others left. I stuck around. And then this young person attacked him again. He went inside the establishment for the free food, and about a minute later, he came out and attacked him from behind, punched him in the head, shoved his neck. They both toppled to the ground, and then the assault was aggravated to the point where I decided to stick around and give a witness report if needed. But the girl recorded everything on video. And this elder is part Mohawk as well, not all Mohawk, but part Mohawk. And he likes going there to talk to people because they are good people. Unfortunately, of this incident, this guy, I don't know what the fight was about or whatever, but to attack an elder physically, punching him in the front of the head, attacking him again from behind, hitting him in the back of the head, and again, shoving him to the ground where he needed, obviously, medical attention after. The police were called. I just made a statement about that and mentioned that, yes, this happened without provocation. They were arguing. He punched him in the front of the head, came back and attacked him in the back of the head. The ambulance came. Another officer came as well, talking to the two of them. And it was just totally unacceptable, completely shocking and unacceptable. The main reason this happened probably is because there's no security at this establishment, which is really unfortunate, where incidents like this can occur on a regular basis. There's a downtown core place where you can get free food, but there are people out there who are security geared. There's a clinic there as well in case anything goes wrong. Hello, Pammy J. Good to see you too. It was a good day of cycling as well, and so forth for me. But anyway, security needs to be put in this establishment too. as violence seems to be on the rise. Apparently, this was out provocation. Totally unwarranted. So I don't like going there too often, to be honest, because of this. But if just by chance I witnessed this assault against this elder, and it's getting very dangerous downtown core. Violence happens on Reader Street on a regular basis. There's harassment that occurs regularly on a routine basis as well on Reader Street. And yeah, these people down behind the bay at Reader Street are causing problems as well. I was cutting cans, and he was asking me if I had weed, if I had a cigarette, if I wanted to sell something and everything, all that. And I'm like, no, I'm just cutting cans. He sounded like he was trying to hustle me for something. He's like, I just collected cans and moved on fast as I could. So trouble is starting to hang out over there again. There's a good crowd, and this little lot is kind of a bad crowd there. So yeah, that's another thing that has to be rectified there as well. Drugs mainly fuel these violent incidences. I understand when people go through withdrawal from the hard drugs and so forth, they can get violent. But violence is generally on the rise, as in this building as well. I did not make the full community breakfast this morning, as I was waiting to get some emails done. But I caught the tail end of this meeting. And they talked about basically home invasions or unit invasions. I didn't hear the whole thing, but he was talking about, the guy was talking about how to know our audience and so forth, and to be kind and try to be understanding of other people's situation. What he doesn't understand is the violence inflicted upon people like me and other people who are victims as well within the building. The perpetrators are usually the ones who stick together and say lies, spread falsehoods, and so forth. Racism, discrimination is involved. Bullying is definitely involved, that's for sure. And unfortunately, that's the case here. So it was good to see the tail end of that meeting. I shared my story about a takeover attempt in my building, actually, as well, a couple years ago, where this person, somewhere in his 30s, late 20s, another younger person came in here, and they refused to leave. They were smoking drugs, they refused to stop, and they refused to leave. I had no phone at the time. It's like someone knew I didn't have a phone. And the one who has trouble there all the time probably told them about that. Who knows? I don't know. Could be a coincidence. Who knows? But I knew there was going to be OCH appointment at 8:30 in the morning. They didn't know that. So I knew around 8:30, I guess the member was waiting outside the door and heard everything. And I was talking louder, you guys have to leave. We're not leaving. And the OCH person who was supposed to come here knocked loudly on the door. I never seen two people leave so fast. They did not expect that, and they never came back. I've seen that person prowl around here a couple times on his bike, and he did victimize another person who unfortunately does not live in this building anymore, due to the fact some other troublemakers got him evicted. No matter how many times I told him to stay away from them, it's his own wrongdoing not listening to me and staying away from them in the first place. And they still live here, some of the ones who know the other ones. So anyways, that's another story. But yeah. And there's no camera on this floor, the floor above me, which is another unfortunate situation in this scenario. But we're getting a bit off topic right now. So I just want to establish the fact that violence against others, especially from someone so young, Indigenous elder, that is absolutely disgusting. That absolutely disgusts me, and it makes me sick to have these things happen from young people against Indigenous elders. It's not acceptable. Violence against Indigenous people, it's on the rise, I'll tell you. I'm a victim as well, and I still continue to be harassed and victimized and bullied and so forth by some people here, some certain people. And yeah, I'm dealing with it. What I'm doing is cycling. trying to get my health back established. I'm still suffering a bit from that stomach flu a bit. My sinuses still making me a little bit irritable, but a good Epsom salt bath helped ease things up yesterday. I got 10 hours sleep, which is good. And the main thing, it's very stressful dealing with violence for victims such as myself and this elder. And people are understaffed everywhere. The thing is, that's just absolutely mortifying what happened to this Indigenous elder. So I just want to make people aware about the violence against Indigenous people is still out there and still on the rise, unfortunately. This makes me really sad that happened to Indigenous gentlemen, an elder, which is just really sad. So I hope everyone's doing okay. Oh, fishing is really good too, Pooh Scissors. And I like cycling. Cycling's my thing. Going hiking and everything is another thing I like doing. Keeping in shape, relaxing, self-care is very important. Self-care, whether it be meditation, stretching, even helping the community, like volunteer work. What else? Fishing is really good. I love to go fishing. Picnics and so forth is a good thing. Nice hot bath, a spa. A spa really is good to help relax you and make you feel good. Treat yourself out to a nice meal out if you can afford it. Like a nice little dinner out where it's quiet, a nice dessert out, maybe an ice cream cone as the weather warms up. That is really good to deal with the stress and to promote self-care for yourself. Good soft meditation music helps me to sleep at night, to be honest. Healing music. You go on YouTube, you can check out, I check out meditation music. There are sometimes they're 10 minutes, they talk you down to help you relax. There are other ones that are 3-4 hours. I like to listen to the ones that are 11 hours, 8 hours at least, to listen to overnight. And there's different kinds of them. Sleep meditation music or music for sleeping at night. You can check that out on YouTube. And you can choose which one you want. Some of them are for healing, like for stress relief. Some of them for pets. They even have some music for pets too, like for cats and so forth. You can check it out. There's a lot of things on the internet you can find out on YouTube, meditation music on music sites and so forth. So yeah, I hope this gentleman's going to get the good medical attention he needs. And I hope he's going to be okay and not be too seriously injured from the young person who attacked him without provocation, who threatened him and so forth. And I probably will see him again, and maybe I'll talk with him and see if he needs to be interviewed and so forth. It's just unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. I hope they catch that young guy and going to charge him. But like they did with the person who assaulted me, that guy still lives here. I spoke with the property manager today as well, actually, in regards to the neighbor down the hall who assaulted me. There's another one who badly assaulted me and kicked me in the chest, and I hit my head and my neck was sprained. She said they can't do anything about it. Like the housing camera caught it. He has to be sentenced. He was sentenced. And say, well, you have to talk to property manager. They changed property managers and say, you have to talk to this one and try to get evicted. But there's two other ones who are causing trouble and causing problems now and everything, all that. Both of them all violence related and criminal related as well, with drugs and everything, you name it. Just pretty bad. And they cozy up with one of the OCH members living in the building as well. Of course they do. Which is really, really, really predictable. One of them came in the meeting as well, since the other one saw me at a meeting before. I'm not surprised. I actually kind of expected that. Trying to be good and everything, but when, that's where trouble all begins. So anyways, yeah. It's just sad these things, violence against Indigenous people continue to happen and so forth. But that's about it. I'm going to do another stream probably. I'm going to head out and go biking again, and I'm going to make some supper and wind down. I'm going to try to get some Epsom salts again maybe, and to help relax me, and maybe a mud mask too. I've got a bit of sunburn on my face again, and that's okay. That's cool. So I sweat so much, it kind of goes off my face faster, and that's why I got burned, despite the helmet. And it just doesn't really protect the whole face, but yeah. So I'm going to have chicken drumsticks. Maxi in Quebec has the best prices. There was a 10-pack of drumsticks for $5. There's 5 more to cook. That I'm going to save for lunch tomorrow as well. I have beets, I have potatoes I got in Quebec too. I still got potatoes left. And that's why I plan to have supper. So, yeah. Take care, my friends. Stay safe. And we got a band together to stop violence against Indigenous people and criminal activities, and try to make some places more safer and more accessible for law enforcement to deal with the violence that is being, caused against us. So anyways, take care, everybody. Stay safe.